Yo, what's good? This is Russ. We're in London right now, bro. First show out here and it's sold out. You already know with the legend Semtex, it's gonna be crazy. If you didn't get tickets, I don't know, you're gonna see this shit all over your timeline. You're gonna see girls in hijabs screaming crazy, you know what I mean? It's gonna be wild. First show in London, sold out. Semtex shit, what up?
Yo, Russ, in the UK, how's it feel?
Feels surreal, bro. Feels surreal.
You've been here for a minute now. I caught you up at the Manchester show. Like, that was crazy. You've been to Glasgow, Birmingham, now you're in London. It's gonna be a zoo tonight. Do you ever think you'd be doing this?
We always talk about it. It's like unbelievable, but at the same time, it's like super believable. Cause it's like, I always did believe it, but it's like, now that it's happening, it's like, bro, it's a trip. I was like screaming in my hotel room the other night. I was like, I'm fucking doing it. It was bananas, bro. It's crazy.
I mean, I've been blazing your music on One Extra for a minute. The Lost joint, Lost is dope.
Thank you. It's funny, Lost is from 2014. So there's a couple songs like that I put out recently that I've been sitting on, and it's just like, it's cool to see that, you know, I think I made the right decision, because if I would have put them out in 2014, no one would have heard.
Tell me about the joint Manifest, because there's a deep message in that, you know, for people who may not have heard it. I think that's necessary listening.
Manifest is kind of like, it's my whole thing. I used to always talk about things that hadn't really happened yet, because, you know, I believe in speaking things into existence, which is why the first line is, listen to my old songs back when I would talk about things that hadn't happened yet, but now I get to talk about. I'm really doing shows overseas. They're really sold out, and it's like, shit is starting to get popping, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like, it's a really, really wild thing when you're in it, because you're like, I wish I could detach and be like, yo, like, be the 17-year-old me again. But if you would have shown this version of me to the 17-year-old me, he would have been like, yeah, I know.
That's a song.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna give you the cut right and cut it.
But you know, you say on the track, you talk things into existence.
Yeah.
I don't think people believe in that power enough.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's because they don't understand how the universe works. You know what I mean? The universe, like, your thoughts are things, like, everything is energy, and that's what everything is controlled by, is energy. So it's like, when you can get in tune with that, and in tune with your, like, you know, field of pure potentiality, it's like, you know, amazing things can happen. You just have to tap in.
Teed Up. Right, tell me about that joint.
Teed Up is just like something me and my friends always say when we're about to just like tee up. It's like, yo, let's just tee up in the studio. Blah. It's just like, you know, getting faded, having a good time. You know what I mean? Like, no crazy drugs, just some weed, some liquor. But yeah, it was just a fun song. It's just a party song. I like making songs where I'm like, all right, cool, I can perform this.
To some people, you're new. Some people are familiar with your work, but you can play your tracks like in between Drake and Future. It's like you got a real professional sound. Like, how did you get that?
Oh my gosh, so much trial and error, bro. Like, there's this 10,000 hour rule, and also so many beats and so many songs that sounded like shit, but I was just trying to figure out, like, you know, like the reverb was too much, this was too much, like all these different things, like, that I had to figure out. I was just pressing buttons. I was like, all right, this finally sounds good. Let's stay here.
But where did it all start? What made you pick up the mic?
When I was 7, it was G-Unit. It was Eminem and 50 Cent.
Serious?
Yeah, that was the inception for me. That was the bug that I caught. And I remember standing on like my mantelpiece, and I had like raps in a notebook, and I remember like rapping about being from Queens and shit, even though I wasn't. But it was cool because like 50 was from Queens. But like, yeah, that was really the start. That was the inception of it for sure.
Right.
Yeah. The next step was making beats at like 14.
What equipment?
I was on GarageBand, of course. Cause like, you know, we had like, the family had a Mac, and like, I was like, what program is this? And so I stumbled on it. I was like, all right, this is cool. Cause I was like, my grandfather passed away, rest in peace, taught me guitar, which was like the opening of the door to the whole making my own music thing. Cause from there I taught myself piano, and then I was making beats on GarageBand. And then I was like, you know, my friend was the one rapping. And I remember one day I was like, yo, should I rap? And he instantly was just like, fuck yeah, what do you mean? So I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. So it was super organic, yeah.
Where are you from? Like, what's your background?
My whole family's from like New York, New Jersey, Sicilian, Italian. Then we moved around a lot, which is why like when people used to ask, I would just be like, I'm from the internet. So that's where I'm from. But yeah, I moved around a lot. I was born in Jersey, moved to North Carolina, then Kentucky, then North Carolina, then Atlanta, and like a couple times within Atlanta. So, you know, that's why I think I also have an advantage, and I think that's where like, why don't I sound like Atlanta? It's because I was never really attached to the scene of Atlanta like that. I was never really trying to be Atlanta. I was just like this kid moving around all these places trying to make music.
I hear a lot of labels are calling.
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna Macklemore it and Chance the Rapper it, or are you looking to like, you know, do the business?
No, I'm trying to be, you know, I'm trying to go down with Elvis, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Drake, Kanye. I'm not doing this tier 2 weirdo shit. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I'm gonna entertain it because like I understand like it's a game to be played, and you know, the fortunate thing is that I built up something so powerful on my own that they're not coming in trying to change something. They all understand what I'm doing, so they're not gonna come in and try and change shit like it's working. I've always been like that. Why the fuck not? Like even when, I remember being in like school and like you would go outside and play like soccer for gym, and I'd never played soccer before, but I would get on the soccer field and just talk hella shit to the soccer players. Yeah, it's like if you're gonna do something, you might as well think you're the best, because you'll probably turn out better than you would if you were thinking, you know, I'm not shit.
You've done 11 albums.
11.
Dropped a track a week on SoundCloud. Built your own audience, built your own fan base, touring internationally. What's the next step?
The level up, which is the debut. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting on it, and it's crazy. I just realized I'm telling everyone that I'm sitting on this album, and now it's like out of the bag. I'm now committed to this album. I mean, it's super great, but you know, with my process, it's interesting because it's like, how do you know when? Okay, I'm done putting out a song a week, I'm gonna just start doing album shit now.
Right.
Because every time I drop a new song, it's like a bunch of new followers, bunch of new fans, whatever. Yeah. So it's like, how do you draw the line? Because I could do it for the rest of my life.
Is there anyone that you're looking to work with, like, you know, on the music level? Is there anybody where you're like, all right, I've done my thing, I've established myself, I am who I am. Yeah. Now I want to work with this person, now I want to do that. I mean, I think Drake and Kanye are crazy. Those are the two that like just pushed the bar for me. I mean, Kanye had an interview where he was like, something along the lines like Drake's a sparring partner for him, and that's kind of like how I feel. It's like they're the two that really make me want to get better. What do you think is going to happen if Trump gets in and is the next president? I can't even believe that's real. You know what I mean? I'm over here and I'm like, yo, y'all are good. Please don't. No, we're not. He'd press the button. I know. He would. He wouldn't even think twice. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I honestly, like, it's so fucking surreal to me that that's a real thing. The scarier thing is that, like, Trump is one whole problem, but the fact is that, like, look at the American people voting for this guy. Mm. It's, like, scary that you walk around. Like, you don't, in America, you could be walking around with these crazy people that are really supporting this guy. It's like, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to not ever see that day. Hip-hop is going to have a lot to say about it. The reason why I'm saying this is because I was at your Manchester show and you had a very mixed crowd, like people from different backgrounds, religions and everything else and so forth. He said some things which is pretty divisive and pretty, you know, some people would say it's racist. In this day and age, it's like, I mean, can't we all just get along? Yeah, no, I agree, bro. Like, I've always been the person that maybe has been a little naive, because I'm just like, I don't see color, I don't see this, you know what I mean? But I mean, I think Trump and that whole generation, a lot of them are still in that mindset where it is, you know, super divided from religion to race, and I don't know, that's just not the future. That's old. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, look at my shows. Like the whole front row is hijabs, and it's, you know what I mean? It's like it's an eclectic mix of people just getting along through the strength of music. So I don't know what he's on. He's on some old, outdated shit, to be honest. What's the secret to success? Bouncing from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm, for sure. I think that's the secret to everyone's success. You have to do that, because you're always gonna hit some sort of low, but it's like the whole key is to like not lose enthusiasm throughout it. Like I put out 11 albums and I thought every single one of them was gonna blow up. And I have a lot of friends who, you know, were with us and they put out an album or two and got discouraged and like dipped. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I put out 11. What if I would have stopped at album number 7? You know what I mean? Which is super understandable. It's like, I would have never got to see this. You know what I mean? Never would have met me. Never would have met you. That's what I'm saying. What a terrible life. We out here, DJ Semtex, like popping up. Well, listen, like, you ready for tonight? This is really, really real now. You know what I'm saying? This is like I feel like this is the fucking coming out party for me. Like, maybe the industry tastemakers, some of them don't really know, but you know, I'm really moving around out here. It's fucking crazy. It's about to be jam-packed. People are gonna sing all the words. This is the first and last time you'll probably do this venue. So this moment tonight is like, gotta cherish it, man. Make it last. 100%. I'm gonna try my best, bro. I'm gonna try my best, for sure. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna see you soon, all right? All right, bro. I appreciate it, man. All right.
Yeah, you're a legend, bro. I appreciate that. Seriously, I've been following you for mad long, bro. I watched all those interviews. I was like, what? Semtex is fucking with the music now? Like, what? I was like, you know you made it out in London.